Okay, they need me to do some sort of spring lock training today, so we're gonna go on and do that real quick. So let me head and go over here and into the back room real quick.
Hello. Oh, hi. Welcome to your springlock suit training.
Okay.
I just need to clarify a few things before we get started, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Alright, so the first thing is this Jack?
Yes.
Alrighty, good to know, good to know, good to know. Okay, the second thing is, before we begin, I was told by our code of conduct, or policy, if you want to consider it, that I must know your staff ID, just in case, you know, this isn't a staff or anything.
Sure. It's 5834673859.
Okay, yeah, that does check out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I guess that's all I have to say, since we know your name is Jack, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Alright, let's begin, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
So, you see that little crank on the right side of the table?
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab it for me.
Alrighty.
Okay, he wants me to grab this hand crank right here, so we'll do that.
Perfect. So now that you got that crank... Oh, before I continue, by the way, a quick disclaimer. I currently have cameras on you. Now, hold on. Before you take that as, like, you don't have a right of privacy in here, blah, 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 blah. The reason why there's cameras on you is because I would be able to know what the next step to tell you is. So, right now, you just picked up that crank, right? And I saw that you picked up the crank. And so, since you picked up the crank, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the next step, so then you can continue with the spring lock training. So, just don't take the, you know, the whole camera thing is on you and I'm watching you until, like... What's that word? Just like, you don't have any privacy, but you do. Okay? Just not really in here. Anyway, let's continue. So the next step is go ahead and place the crank on the right side of Bonnie's head. Now, not your right. It's your left, which is the right side of Bonnie's head. So if I would put that in short term, put the crank on the right side of Bonnie's head, which is on your left. Okay? So it's on your left. And then we'll move on to the next step.
There we go. Okay. What next, boss?
Great, so now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and crank Bonnie's eyes. Now, before you start, you know, doing the cranking and all that, I just gotta warn you, make sure you do it very carefully, and when you do it carefully, you take out the eyes individually, okay? Once you're done with taking out the eyes or whatever, I will tell you the next step. Remember, carefully and individually, okay?
Okay. Should be easy. Let's go in there and crank those bad boys out. Okay, there's one eye. There's another. Alright, we're good.
Great, so now that you got the eyes out, all you gotta do is press the button on Bonnie's left shoulder, which is on your right, okay? And the button's not really visible, but it's there, so all you gotta do is reach your hand under his left shoulder, and then press the button. Remember, the left shoulder is on your right.
Okay, there we go. Alright, put her in there. Let's crank her up good.
Okay, Jack, I think you kind of messed up because
Wait,
his
what?
rib cage, or whatever you call it, is not supposed to go back that far. I think you tightened it a little too hard. It's fine. Let's just skip to the next thing. So the next thing you need to do is just pull off his head, and I'll tell you the next step.
Okay.
Great, okay, so now what you want to do is what you want to pull off Bonnie's left arm. In short time, it's on your right. And then I will tell you the next step. Remember, left arm is on your right.
Alright. Remove the left arm.
Perfect. So now the next step is to pull off his right arm, which is on your left. Same thing, right? And then I'll tell you the next step. Remember, his right arm is on your left. Okay?
Alright. Pull off the right arm. Throw it on over there.
And looks like we reached the end of the journey. Alright, Jack. Oh, before we do our last and final step, which is to take off the torso, please don't do it yet. I'm definitely going to report this to the corporate. They did an amazing job today. And I'll also... oh yeah, I also have to do a few things. Okay, so I have to read off this paper real quick. I know, policy, so let me just... Alright, Jack. So, page page 1 of the springlock training manual. If or any suspicious activity is going on inside the springlock suits, report to corporate immediately. Speaking of which, William Afton, he's been using those suits lately. So if you find anything suspicious around going on, speaking of that, if you heard of the missing kid report, right? Yeah, okay. Well, you should have. Basically, William Afton is the #1 suspect, but sadly there is no evidence to back it up. Speaking of evidence, if you find anything inside of the suits in the back room, please go ahead and report to corporate or me immediately. Now, speaking of which, the back room was cleaned out a few weeks ago, so you may not find anything now, but, you know, the reason why it was cleaned out is because it started to stink. Nobody really had the option to look inside the suits that way, but if you find anything inside the suits, please report immediately. Let's continue. Step 2, make sure you ask before... Yeah, just make sure you ask before you start climbing in the suit. William Afton has stopped doing that, but we honestly don't care because he's one of the managers. Anyway, but yeah, I guess that's the end of our road here, Jack. Great talking to you. But once this phone once it hangs up, then you can go in and take off the torso and put on the suit and go have some fun with the kids, you know, blah 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 blah. It's your choice. Great talking to you, Jack. I will see you later. Goodbye, Jack. Have a good day.
You too. Alright, let's take off the torso. Then we'll put on the suit. Oh, there's Casper. It's a kid ghost named Casper. So let's put on the suit. Okay, suit's on. So now another one of the things they told me after I put on the suit is I need to confirm the spring locks are reeled back. So I need to twist my hand like this a little bit. This is mainly to detect if I detect any pressure. If I feel any pressure, I need to immediately report it to staff members. Okay, no movement on this arm. No pressure on that arm. Let's do this arm next. No pressure on this arm either. Or this hand, so I think I'm good. I'm going to go quickly, before I go, I'm going to make sure the legs here are fastened by make sure the legs and the spring locks are fastened by feeling around for anything unusual. I don't feel anything unusual in there, so I think we're good. The headpiece is on, everything, we're good to go. So let me just head out this door and then we'll go entertain kids.